Did you know that in the year 2023, the concentration of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere has been at the highest level it has ever reached, which is 420 parts per million? My name is Amelia Kista, a member of the SDG 13 Climate Action Group, and on behalf of my group members Munotida Mantiziba and our mentor Brittany Bull, I would like to welcome you guys to our project on climate action. Greenhouse gas emissions, including carbon dioxide, nitrous oxides, chlorofluorocarbons, and methane gases, have increased since the pre-industrial era due to the increase in population and economic growth. This has led to climate change due to the increased emissions by the increased population through the industries and objects like cars. This has also led to the depletion of the ozone layer, specifically by the chlorofluorocarbons. Climate change has led to global warming, which has led to changing weather patterns and disrupted the usual balance of nature. It has also led to desertification in different areas, making it difficult to grow food due to lack of rain. Some of the effects of climate change include hotter temperatures due to global warming, severe droughts also due to global warming, which leads to an increase in the evaporation rate, thus leading to dry soils, and inadequate moisture in the soils leads to lower plant growth, thus leading to inadequate food. We are tackling this challenge by designing a payload for a satellite to monitor pollution in the atmosphere. By detecting various gaseous pollutants, which are these greenhouse gases mostly, and using the data to determine the main sources of these emissions and putting across the proper control measures in these locations. By identifying the main sources of pollution, pollution as a factor contributing to climate change can be reduced, and the climate change can be controlled to a certain extent by putting in place control measures to reduce these emissions, especially in the areas where they are concentrated. Urgent action is required at all levels of society to limit global warming and minimize the worst impacts of climate change. Dependence on fossil fuels due to them being abundant and easily accessible, lack of global cooperation among countries, and inadequate public awareness on climate change causes and its effects. The Paris Agreement, also known as the Paris Climate Accord, is an international treaty aimed at addressing climate change and reducing greenhouse gas emissions, first adopted on December 12, 2015.
Hi there, I'm Munotida Mantiziba. Methane and carbon dioxide are both greenhouse gases which trap heat in the atmosphere, leading to global warming. The primary sources of carbon dioxide emissions are associated with burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and land use changes such as deforestation for agriculture. Therefore, people should shift towards renewable energy and sustainable land management. The satellite description. The use of satellite imagery provides more accurate data than traditional ground-based monitoring. The satellites will be equipped with various spectrometers. The data will then be used to determine the areas where the emissions are concentrated. Once these areas have been determined, proper control measures will be put across. Other topics of research we identified yet could not cover in this project. Using the satellites to track indicators of global air pollution and climate impacts, detection and monitoring of marine pollution using satellites, and using satellites to track areas where desertification and land degradation is most rampant by tracking the vegetation cover. With this, we thank you.